as of now, as we're making this podcast, we can't really travel.
No.
But we can in our dreams.
Yes.
So, let's dream about traveling.
And where we want to go.
It's like the Dr. Seuss book.
Yes! Oh, the places you'll go. Yes.
I love that one. Okay, with that, let's get started.
Awesome.
Woo! Alright, hi, and welcome back to another episode of
Nat and Rachel's Topics.
That's right, we're so glad to have you back. This episode, as you mentioned, you didn't mention, I mentioned.
Yeah.
Whoops. Whoopsie. As I mentioned earlier, we are talking about traveling. So, yeah, we're just going to talk about places we've been, places we want to go.
Mm-hmm. Favorite memories from trips or anything.
Funny stories, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Things about that. So, with that, let's get started.
Let's get started.
Woo! Okay, Rachel, where are some places that you have been?
I'm not a big traveler.
Really?
I don't like to travel that much, but my mom's side of the family, they're obsessed with travel.
Yeah.
My mom and grandma mainly. My grandma has been just about everywhere around the world.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's her favorite thing. So I have been fortunate enough to, take a family vacation. Usually it's me, my stepdad, and my grandma and I. And we've taken so many trips since I've been a kid. We've went to the Bahamas, Aruba, Curacao, Florida, Turks and Caicos. The beach vacations are their favorite. Just a lot of beach vacations. We went to Atlantis in the Bahamas.
Ooh.
I think that will always be my favorite vacation I've ever taken. It is so magical there. It is just an unbelievable experience. That's probably my favorite. I've been to, Myrtle Beach, Niagara Falls.
Okay, Niagara Falls, U.S. or Canada side?
U.S. side.
Ooh.
And Canada side, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Canada side, the Canadian side has more things to do.
Yes, I went there and I think about 8. Those are the ones that I've, the ones that stick out the most to me. We did a cruise 2 years ago. It stopped at a couple places in the Bahamas, a couple private islands and things like that. Very
that'd be
cool.
a lot of fun.
Yeah, but those are the places that I've been. What about you? Where have you been?
So I've been to California to visit family. San Francisco, San Jose, Capritola, Santa Cruz. My family lives in San Francisco and San Jose, but they took me around the different places.
Yeah.
I have been to Buffalo, New York.
Yes.
I have obviously been to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's Canadian, so I've been
awesome.
the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. So I've gone to obviously Oakville, because that's where my dad is from.
Yeah.
I've been to the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. I've been to D.C. I've been to Maryland. I've been to obviously Ohio. We live right next door.
Yes.
And then I've traveled to Croatia a lot.
Very cool.
My family lives there, almost my whole family.
Wow.
And that's about it. I've gone to a lot of airports throughout the world, but I've never left the terminals.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's it. That concludes my travel journeys.
Yeah.
Rachel, where would you want to go in the world, or different places in the U.S.? Where would you want to go? You could go anywhere.
Well, another place that I forgot to mention that I went was Washington, D.C.
Oh, so did I.
When I went on my 8th grade trip, and it was probably the best trip I've ever taken in my
Really?
life. And I had been begging my grandma to go for all these years, and we finally had the trip booked, set, and ready to go. Pandemic hit. We had to cancel our
No.
trip. Finally, the year that we had everything planned, ready to go, I was so excited.
Oh,
Then the pandemic hit, we had to cancel. So I'm really hoping that we can go back there, once this gets a little better, whether it's this summer or next summer. I would love to go to California. I would love to go. My aunt has a place in Hawaii.
Ooh.
And she said she would fly me there, but I don't know if I could do a 10-hour plane ride.
It's not too bad.
I just don't know if I could do it. See, like that's the thing, is that I want to go some places, but I don't want to do the plane ride.
Yeah.
But for sure, I would love to go to California, Hawaii, and my grandma did a fall cruise around the New England states, starting in Canada.
Oh my gosh, that's
and
amazing.
They went down the coast, so they went to Boston, New York City, saw the Statue of Liberty, Charleston, South Carolina, a place in Rhode Island. You know, like they stopped all around there. It started in Quebec and went to Nova Scotia. Just the pictures of it looked incredible. So I would love to do that cruise, with her, once maybe I graduate and I have, some time in the fall. But those are probably a couple that I would love to do. What about you?
I would love to see a lot of the United States because I haven't really seen, other than the few here and there.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see Texas.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see the New England area. I would love to see Nova Scotia. It's so beautiful. I'm a Sidney Crosby. And I would love to see the UK.
Yeah.
That has been an obsession of mine ever since I was a little girl, was just to see the UK. I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to see Pompeii too in Italy.
Yo, yeah.
And I'd love to go to Japan.
Yeah.
I think that'd be so much fun. And like you mentioned earlier about the plane ride, if it wasn't for the plane ride, I would who cares about the plane ride? I still want to go.
I know. Wouldn't it just be great if we can just snap our fingers or just
yes.
take a space shuttle to get there in 2 hours? That'd be just great.
Be amazing.
Yeah.
And if I could snap my fingers or take a space shuttle for 2 hours, Australia.
Me too. Oh yes,
I
it
would
looks
love to.
incredible there.
I want to hug a koala. They're my favorite animal.
Kangaroos.
Yes.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
I just want to hug my favorite animal, the koala. That's
yes. Another place that just came to mind was, I don't know if you've seen pictures of Lake Tahoe.
Ooh, that would be beautiful.
Oh, just the water looks incredible there.
Yeah, I can only imagine what that looks like.
I mentioned that I don't like to travel, but I almost want to go on a vacation now, since we're not allowed, not allowed, but we shouldn't. It makes me almost excited to get back out there once this gets under control and just go somewhere. Get a change of scenery. I think we're all dying for a change of scenery.
Absolutely. And just, it's moments like these, you learn what you've taken for granted.
Absolutely.
I don't need to see that. It's whatever. It's the same place every time. But it kind of brings back your wanderlust, where you're like, I need to get out of here. I need to see the world. And especially this fall, it brought back a bucket list item that I kind of, put on the back burner. I've always wanted to see England in the fall, rainy season. That's all I want. Yeah. Really, really, really bad. And, this year with everything that's happened, and our fall has not been like this in 8 years. It has not been this beautiful.
Oh, this fall is really incredible with the trees.
It's absolutely amazing. I have not seen this for 8 years.
Yeah.
A fall like this.
It's beautiful.
It's stunning.
Yeah.
And it just brought back that wanderlust that I had to go to England times like these.
Yeah. I actually saw some pictures of Provence, France in the fall. Oh, it's incredible. I mean, it looks unbelievable.
That's another place. I want to go there, and I want to go to Paris.
Yes.
And I actually want to go to Sweden.
Yeah, I had a friend that did a study abroad there.
Oh, no
And it looked
way.
incredible. Yeah. Another place that comes to mind that's just beautiful during the seasons, when I went to Washington, D.C., we went in the spring when the cherry blossoms.
Yes.
They are so beautiful.
Gorgeous. They're beautiful.
It's just when you see them, you just can't stop looking.
You're in awe.
Yeah.
You can't believe that.
And they're only native, to there, and of course to Japan. But
and they were brought from Japan as a gift.
Yes, and they are a gift. They're so
really
beautiful.
Are.
They're so pink, and they're unlike any other.
Yeah, and travel is a gift.
Yes.
And another place is Ireland. I would love to go see Ireland so bad. And Scotland. Like I mentioned earlier, the UK. I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
What's another place that you would love to go see?
You know, you mentioned Texas. My dad's fiance went to Waco.
No way!
Where Chip and Joanna Gaines are from.
I love them.
And she always talks really highly about that. So I'd like to maybe go see there. There's just some incredible places in the United States. You know, like the United States doesn't get the credit that it deserves for how many beautiful places that there truly are here.
Oh yeah,
And how many hidden gems too. You know?
Hidden gems, and one of those for me, I've always wanted to see is Boston.
Yes, me too. There's some incredible spots there.
Oh yeah.
I'd love to see Boston.
I would love to see Boston. Oh, that's another place too, Tennessee.
Yeah.
I've heard everyone that's gone to Tennessee, and especially Memphis, have had the time of their life.
And Nashville too.
Nashville, especially Nashville, they've
Yeah.
had the time of their life. So many things to do, so many places to see.
Yeah.
I would love to go there.
Me too.
I think this episode actually calls for us to do a road trip.
I know, right?
Have you ever gone to New York City?
You know what? I went during Christmas time.
No!
When I was 13 years
Oh,
old,
my gosh.
we went for Christmas time.
Rachel, you're living my dreams.
I can't even put it into words, that experience.
Did you go skating in Rockefeller Center?
We didn't because there's too many people, but we did go. We saw the tree, and we saw that aisle with the angels that you see in Home Alone.
Yes.
We went to the windows on Saks Fifth Avenue.
No way.
Yep. And we really saw it all. We saw it all, except for we went to Times Square. The only thing that we didn't get to see was Central Park. But we got to see everything else, and it is magical.
I believe it. I've never gone to New York City at all.
Oh, it's a lot of people, but it's definitely worth it. We went to Chinatown.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like so much fun.
It was so much fun.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm very jealous of you because you got to live my dream, but it's cool.
I mean, it was so long ago, you know, like it was almost 8 years ago. So, I mean, I would love to go back, in a couple of years or so.
Yeah, well, if you want someone to go with you on Christmas
Definitely
time,
take you with.
Definitely
100%. My dream is to, I told my grandma to, stay in the Plaza Hotel at Christmas time. Can you imagine? Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
a dream.
My goodness.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm living, in a Christmas rom-com.
I know,
and
right?
I love every minute of it. I'm not a rom-com fan, but I do it for the Plaza.
Right.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I have a bucket list of places I want to go in New York City, especially
at Christmas time.
Oh.
Unlike any other.
I just love it. So are there any other places that you want to go, that you remember going, you just want to mention?
I think I mentioned everything, really.
Yeah. Before we go, I have to mention this. There's a lot of malls in the United States that have made a name for themselves.
Yes.
And Mall of America's one.
Yes, we went to that one on my DC trip.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yep, it is unbelievable. There's a pretty well-known mall, the Town Center Mall in Boca Raton, Florida. My grandma lives there.
That'd be fun.
My mom lived in Hollywood, Florida, which is really close to Miami, and they have a huge mall there. I don't remember the name of it, but they're pretty known for it around Hollywood that I've been to. I went to a big mall when my team went to Maryland for our basketball tournament. We went to a pretty good mall. There's a nice mall in Buffalo, New York. But other than that, those are the only ones I can think of. How about you?
A lot of malls. So, would you be so kind to our audience members out there? Let us know what amazing malls to shop at, because you're talking to a shopaholic.
Yes, you are.
So please help a girl out. Let me know where to shop. Most likely I will go. So, and final segue, malls. They have food courts, food, travel, bingo.
Bingo.
Bingo. Diners, drive-ins, and dives.
Yes.
Every single time I watch that show, I have a new place to go.
Really? Yeah, I like that show.
I like that show.
It's a good show.
That'd be a fun road trip to do.
It would be.
Is to watch the episodes and pick which places.
Yeah, you want to go to. Yeah.
I think that's our next trip, Rachel.
Yeah. There's so many things you could do when you travel,
There really is.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it. I'm all out of segues, and I'm very excited about the shopping possibilities.
Yeah, I know.
Please let me know.
Yeah. That's another exciting thing about when you travel is to see like places to eat, places to shop, places to go. You know, there's a big, you know, desire for adventure when you travel too. You know, so very exciting, you know.
Lot of adventures. So if you have something adventurous that you're like, hey, you guys need to check this out.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know, please do, because when this pandemic is over, we would love to travel.
Yes.
And we would love some suggestions.
Yeah, and let us know, like, you know, places that you've been that, you know, you've liked a lot, places that you've been that you haven't liked so much, and places that you look forward to going, you know, once this pandemic is over, like you mentioned. Let us know. Let us know
what's on your bucket list. Let us know.
Yeah.
So with that, we hope that you travel from one podcast to another.
We're all tying things together here. So with that,
you've been listening to Nat and
Rachel's Topics.
Woo! See you next time. Oh, actually, not see you next time. Hear you next time. No. Let me think of something.
Listen to us next time.
Listen to us next time. Thanks, Rachel.
Thank you.
Woo!